Good morning, beloveds. Little distracted today. Sort of the usual distraction, but slightly different in that sugar. Now, Foster is sitting next to me, but sugar is, which is interesting because earlier she was just making a nuisance of herself to my partner, and I was like, so I kept trying to get her to come over to me, and she was like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. And now, when I have something else to do, here she is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Huh? I got work to do. All right. Yeah, they all have claws. And she's like, nope, I'm hooking in and I'm going to stay just right. No. Oh, all right. So, okay. It is September 7th. Our title is Silent Unity Letter. And our author is Myrtle Filmore. And it is from a Silent Unity Letter written September 7th, 1891. And if you don't know who the Filmores are, well, that's Unity. Okay. September 7th, Silent Unity Letter. My dear, you ask why you do not enter into the understanding you so desire. I will tell you. You are already in it, but think that you have some great thing to do to get there. The kingdom of God is within you. The key to that kingdom is acknowledgement or affirmation. You have only to open your eyes to the sunlight, your lungs to the fresh air provided by the ever-present supplier of all. Let consciousness lay a hold of its boundless supply of life, love, wisdom now. It is your birthright. All you need to do is be still and know. At which point I'm going to go back, okay? My dear, you ask why you do not enter into the understanding you so desire. Okay? You are already in it, but think you have some great thing to do to get there. There's a joke that goes around in the spiritual circles. And the joke is, what do you do before enlightenment? You chop wood and carry water. What do you do after enlightenment? You chop wood and carry water. If you are expecting some major change, then you're missing the point. You're missing the point. You already live in heaven. You already live in the kingdom of God. You just aren't allowing yourself to be aware of it. Okay? I mean, if you look around, everything was made by God, right? Everything in existence was made by God because it was made of God. Now, yeah, we can get into the whole messy human material stuff later, but point being, it's all God stuff because the only thing there is God. That is the premise that we start with. The only thing there is God. That means that everything is made from God. Okay? Which then everything is made by God. Now, as humans, yes, we were given free will. And yes, we were given choices. And yes, we make a multitude of questionable choices. I will grant you that. But one of the choices that we consistently make is to keep the illusion of the separation. We need the scales to fall from our eyes. But if we're expecting some grandiose shift, that's not, yeah. I mean, even when you deal with people who've had mystical experiences, yeah, they walk around a little glassy-eyed and talk a little strangely for a little while. But in the long run, they go back to living fairly normal lives. They just live them with a new awareness. And that's what she's reminding you. It's like if you're expecting the sunlight to be brighter and the drinks to be colder. I don't know. The colors to be more colorful. They can be, but it's not like being struck by lightning. Illumination is not being struck by lightning. It's one day making a different choice. And then the next day reaffirming that choice. And the next day reaffirming that choice again. And yes, you move through the world differently. And you treat people differently. And you treat things differently. And you live life differently. But, and I frequently talk about it should rock you back on your heels. But I say that because we're not paying attention. And that is what she's saying. It's like, look, you already live in heaven. You already live in the kingdom of God. It is up to you to be aware of it. It is up to you to be aware of it. And whatever, huge shift you were expecting, well, what is it that they would say to women in rom-coms? You've been reading too many romance novels. And maybe that's the point, is that so many of the religions have gone out there and built it up to such a level that we can't see it because it's covered in this guilt. That if we stripped it away, because I want to say it was on Sunday, I did a reading and I was talking about heaven, and I made this comment about heaven being, whatever it was. And then I said, but I would also be surrounded by books. And then I looked slightly to my left, and then there is this floor to ceiling bookshelf. Okay, see right here, filled with books. And when I was listening to Jessie, and in that moment, I went, oh, wait a minute. I live in my version of heaven because I'm surrounded by books. And all of my rooms look like that. All of my rooms have significant amounts of books. I have created my version of heaven right here already. And I wasn't aware of it until I said it. And then I went, oh. Now, life has gone back to being what it is, but I now carry that in the back of my awareness. And maybe that's what Myrtle is talking about. It's like your foreground isn't going to change. Your foreground isn't going to change. But that notion that you carry in the back of your head is going to change. And it's going to inform your actions from this point on. So, you're already in it, but think you have some great thing to do to get there. Nope. You don't buy your way into heaven. You can't buy your way into heaven. So it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get in heaven. You can't buy your way into heaven. You're already there. The kingdom of God is within you. The key to that kingdom is acknowledgement or affirmation. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like both. One, you have to acknowledge what the kingdom of God is. State of mind, state of consciousness. Two, you have to acknowledge what heaven is. State of mind, state of consciousness. And that's what allows you to create the peaceful environment around you. And then affirmation. You affirm it to yourself every single day, so that the illusion can't creep back over you. Wow. It's not dramatic. I'm not excited. I'm not over the moon, because it is simply truth. It is stripped down, bare truth. Kingdom of God is within you. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is those two words: affirmation and acknowledgement. The kingdom of God is within you. The key to the kingdom is acknowledgement or affirmation. You have only to open your eyes to the sunlight, your lungs to the fresh air provided by the ever-present supplier of all. Let consciousness lay a hold of its boundless supply of life, love, wisdom now. It is your birthright. All you need to do is be still and know. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to acknowledge and affirm the key to the kingdom. What's the key? Love. Yeah. It is acknowledgement. It is acknowledging that love is the only power there is, the source there is. Affirming every day that love is the source. It's the source of you. It's the source of everything around us. And it is acknowledging the kingdom of God within you. All right. Oh. And see, that's the thing. Truth doesn't come wrapped in a fiery package. It doesn't come with the symbols and the glare. It comes in the quiet conversations. It comes laid bare. It comes calmly. Truth doesn't shout. Lies do. So, all right, that's the mission today. Wow. Myrtle Filmore. Very short, but very impactful and deep. And yeah, so the second mission is the same mission I give you every day. It is the absolute mission of the spiritual practice of self-care. Do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like. It is as simple as taking a deep breath before you speak, all the way up into simply taking a break. Okay? The walk, the nap, the break, saying no, saying yes, especially if it pushes you a little out of your comfort zone. Whatever you want is probably just on the other side of your comfort zone. Eat dessert first, which means don't save the good stuff, Live your life to the fullest extent every day. Don't save things for special occasions. Yes, special occasions should be celebrated, but your life is a special occasion, and I think we forget that on a day-to-day basis. The kingdom of God is around us all the time, okay? You live in heaven, right? That's a special occasion. Recognizing that as a special occasion. So don't save the good stuff. I feel like there's a whole lot more than I usually say, but you know what? We're headed into allergy season, so, I'm going to remind you of the rest of the suggestions. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you. Drink plenty of water. We're looking at another heat advisory today. Please drink plenty of water. Hydrate. Your brain works better. Your body works better. Your skin looks better when you're well hydrated. And then as always, I suggest, it's a natural hormone balance. It's called a circadian rhythm. You go out, get 5 to 10 minutes of early in your day bright light. It will help to support that natural hormone balance, that circadian rhythm. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. It'll help you feel better. It'll honestly help you feel better. So please try that. Please try that. You deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. So practice on yourself. Please. Yes, I say you are your own best test subject, but the more important part of that statement is you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. I do. And then, as always, I'm going to remind you, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. That's what we're talking about. The kingdom of God is within you. It is about being willing to acknowledge and affirm it. Acknowledge it every day. When you open your eyes to the world around you every morning, the kingdom of God is with you. Acknowledge it. Affirm it as soon as you wake up and see if that doesn't change the way you move through your day. It is asking you to open the windows of your soul and recognize it's all God. And when you do that, you'll make different choices. There's not some great thing you have to do to find heaven. It's not a place to find. It's a state of mind to create. And once you do that, any place can become heaven. That's why I call it a superpower. So, and you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. Absolutely look for the good and praise it. All right. Yeah. All right. Social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I definitely encourage you to check all that out. You want to know what's going on with the center? Please email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the constant contact. And the constant contacts, click here now. The hot links are hot. It'll take you right to the information you want or the person that can help you get the information you want. All right, beloveds. I'm at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, an acknowledging day, an affirming day, a recognizing the kingdom for what it is day, get clear about what your idea of heaven is and see if you don't already live there or what adjustments you need to make day. Okay? Define heaven for yourself. Strip away the what you've been told heaven is day. That's a good one. All right, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you're a godling. Take care of yourself. Okay? Take care of yourself. Always. All right. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. Please take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.